Ćao puno ljudi, dobar dan i dobrodošli na kanal Arena Esport. Prepoznajete Baticu sa sedom kosom. Geralt od Bežanije, brat naš rođeni, koji ima problem da se popne na konja, nešto nije u redu. Nastavljamo tamo gdje smo stali prošli put, idemo kod gospodina ovog, kako zove, Gorton u studio. Što me zanima kakav je to studio, iskreno. Ne mogu sad da se mračim s ovim kučićima. Ostavite me na miru. Ajde bre, trči bre, Roach, šta se dešava, nešto nije u redu. Kad bi mogla ova muzika stalno svira, to je bilo najjače. Aha, to je ovdje nešto, a? Silazi. Se gore, ali može ovdje? Može, sjajno. Gdje je taj studio, bre? Možda neki portal ovdje ima, ne? Možda negdje ispod... Aha, ispod imam pećina. Što bi rekli, činape. E pa da. Tako je, bre! Aha, to je taj studio. Vidi, iskreno očekivao sam neku misiju jezivu. Ono, druže, ništa. Bukvalno smejurija. Stvarno sam očekivao neki show program. Uje! Evo ga, show program me čeka ispred. Ovo je bilo potpuno neočekivano, iskreno. Otvori vrata, bro. Pusti me da pobegnem. Dođi ispred se pobijemo. Dođi! Evo ti jedna magična zamka. Gdje ćeš sad finiši. Uje, ali si neprijatno. Jes neprijatno, ali baš slaba. Bukvalno uspjela me grune jedno 5-6 puta. Uiš, koji zvuk. Uspjela me udari jedno 5-6 puta, nije mi skrenulo ništa helta. Sramno. Iskreno sramno. Dobro. Ajmo kod Ridgisa. To je druga stvar koju radimo. Idemo u tušam metnu. Izvinjavam se. Tešam mutnu. Tako se zove. Brate, aj ti malo, znaš, sredi, imaš ovamo neki kučić. Šta meni treba? Meni treba fast travel. Na koji možda neću neći tako skoro. Popio malo vodice. Ovdje mora da ima fast travel. Samo malo bre. Ima skroz s druge strane. Bio je i ovdje. Prošao sam pored 2 komada. Možda čak i 3. Ne, idemo na ovaj. Tu smo. Aha, kaže, kad udarimo nekog dok idemo full galop ka njemu na konju, daje mogućnost za instant kill. Što je dobro, dobra priča. Evo je muzikica. Ajmo, brate. Samo malo.
Regis. Ah, there you are. Might we set off for Tesha Mudna now?
Može, idemo Tesha Mudna, ajmo.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesham Mutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
Inače, već smo bili tamo. Pre 2 epizode, ali potpuno slučajno.
What was that?
Šta popito li?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice.
Šta se polako pretvara?
As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshem Mutna.
Menja mu se i glas čak.
Spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
Vi ga ovaj! Kako njega nisam vidio prošli put? Možda sam ga i ubio, ali mu nisam uništio gnezdo.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Ajmo, nema sad premišljenja. Ovog mrtvog batu sam vidio već, tako?
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
Tu ja nisam mogao da uđem. Zato što nisam vampir, očigledno. Hvala, ne želim i da budem.
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our well into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Novi armor, a? To izgleda pršti kakav je. I to je on namjerno seo tu.
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many bees have breathed their last here.
Baš i na što liči. A šta sam pokupio? Samo malo riđe se. Či imamo pantolice mice, imamo armor i mač. Dobro. Šta nam fali? Fali nam rukavice i čizme. Pitanje je da li ima rukavice i čizme.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, what you would call tribes.
Znači još samo rukavice nam fale.
My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Cells? Who for?
Disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's with you.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Nisam vidio ove ovdje, ali koje imate vi nešto za mene? Transkript konverzacije sa nižim bićem. Prelepo. Vampiri baš misle da su bogom dani, a? Evo ga! Izgledamo ceo set sad. Znači, pantolice, mice, armor, čizme, rukavice, mač i maska, je li tako? Gde je maska? Gde je maska? Evo, maska je vjerojatno tipa, da, evo je ovde. Imaju neke fine skrivene perkove izgleda. Čekaj me bre. Sam da lutamo vuda. Evo ga, to je to mesto 100%.
Charming place. But what are all those cages
Pa evo ga,
for?
ovde su ga držali.
Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they
Šta ćemo još
also
čuti?
kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock, live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither.
Baš iskreni i pošteno ovaj lik.
That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine.
I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it, ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, sends shivers.
Moramo da proekvipujemo bait. Gde se nalazi baitić? Ovo mi je uvijek najteže. Shelmar bait. Decoction of the grasses. Uvijek mi je ovo najteže pada od svega kad moram nađem. Pogledajte vi šta imam ja sve u inventaru. Moon dust, black blood. Decoction. Ovo su dajovi, boje. Gledaj mi se, nije već samo ovo ekvipolo, nije? Nemam šta, morat ću jedno po jedno da gledam. Evo ga.
It was the natural order of things.
Čak nisam ni
The
morao.
place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Gdje ćeš ti bre? Aha, prvo mora se polomi, ja.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. I mean, stench is so thick, the wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Aj uđi unutra.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Ja, na sve su mislili.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
Veži ga bre.
We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please.
You just smell the blood.
Ovo su neki novi, ovo nisam vidio do sad. Samo malo. Već sam pokvario mač, je li to moguće? Uf!
Hold on, I'll let you out.
Kako druže ostalo mi? Aha. Da, pretvara se u zverinu. Kako ću ja njega da smirim?
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore.
Meditacija, a?
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
Aha, vratili smo se.
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Ajde. Znači sad ćemo moći da vidimo šta je video gospodin Detlef.
Excuse me.
I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Malo mu je falilo da napravi pokolj.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh?
Dosta mističan lik.
But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Što to, Bubo? Ti bio drugar. Kakav kreten? Aha, on je sam sebi odsekao ruku. Zato što je to uradio, šta?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Vidio sam i
Saw a
to.
moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
A pa znači da je
Clearly, the
Detlafu,
situation
tako
provoked
je.
such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Ok, idemo da nađemo klinju, a? Sjedi be, to odmori. Meni je inventory onako jako pun. I sad trebalo bi malo da odemo da to prodamo šta možemo. Ajmo Roach, brže ćemo tako. Oluja kreće, a?
Rolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Ok, znači ovdje negdje je blizu. Što se dešava? Najprvo da nađemo, ili ima ovdje neki... Ima neki shopping ovdje, a? Mogu ovdje. Aha, evo ga, ovdje je to bilo. Cene, ajde idemo. Ajde dok čekamo zapravo, da odemo do... Realno, da odemo da prodamo ove stvari. Ne! Bio sam ubiđen da ću poginuti.
Tough times.
Muzika baguje, to me malo nervira sad. Krene pa stane, krene pa stane. Gdje je Dado Šopić? A ovo. Osim da lik ima 200 zlatnika. 6000. Svaka čast, iskreno. Evo ti ovo, evo ti ovo. Sve ćemo vam prodamo. Rukavice. Da. Ove rukavice ćemo gore prebacimo. Teša mutna stvari nećemo prodamo, da imamo kako izgleda lik kada ga opremimo s teša mutnom. Geralt of Rivia's crossbow. The Striga mač. Doviđenja. Ne prodajem samo ove legendary unique iteme. Te iteme želim da imam. Dobro. Ovdje beš imam dao. Ovo... Prodao sam Xenovox i Talisman. Ja iskreno ne znam da li mi ovo i dalje treba za neku misiju. Ne bi trebalo. Ovo mi ne treba, to sigurno. Boga mi svašta ovdje ima se proda. Okej. Nam sad barem malo liči na nešto od inventory. Tje, malo je bolje iskreno. Pazi se, brale. Ajmo nazad, meditacija, malo tamo da sačekamo. Ne kapiram ovaj bug s muzikom. Čas ima muzike, čas nema. Pa ima, pa nema, pa ima, pa nema. Koliko sati? 5 ujutru. Šta radite, ljudi moji? Vidi ga ovaj. Druže.
Oi, mate,
The
watch it.
famed Geralt of Rivia,
Geralt.
lover of witches and succubi. Hey,
Ajde,
you,
dođi.
Hellcat!
Ajde, dođi
Oi,
ti.
mate, watch it. Oi, mate.
Pa ajde, radi nešto, bre, prijatelju, ajde. Ajde, radi nešto.
The famed
smack?
Geralt of Rivia, lover of witches and succubi.
Oi, mate, watch it.
Opa! Ne znaš baš gdje si, a?
Hey, you, Hellcat!
Ću ti, bre. S naučnim poštovanjem. Tararararam. Tako je. Muzika, igrica je prepoznala da sam radio nešto dobro. Dali su muziku kao nagradu.
Enough to feed the toiks.
What a specimen. He scared the fright out of me.
Ko ja? Zašto, bre? Lep čovjek.
Oh, Gotish found his
Извини.
way to the Bordello, no doubt.
Evo ga, jutro polako stiže. Pa kapiram da Mališ otvara radnju tek oko 7, 8 možda. Možda možda već i tu. Ću da vidim. Da. Ajmo udarimo meditaž i jednu čukicu. 2, 3, realno 3. I bit će tu Mališ 100%.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather!
Stvarno malo
I've
hoće da.
seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
Uglavnom svi znaju ko sam. Osim likova koji moraju da znaju ko sam. Šta vas boli
All
uvo
you
ko sam?
need to know is, long as I'm here, you're not gonna touch the boy.
Is that so? Then we'll come find him once you're gone.
Try it, and I'll find you.
Is that a threat?
Jeste.
Yep. Leave the kid be and piss
Opa,
off.
muzika ide tuča na ruke 100%.
No northern sheep dittler insults us. We'll pummel the swine first, then spank the piglet. Get him!
That's the thing who killed
Right,
four
your legs,
fingers!
vagrant! Teach you to have floors and
Circle him! Circle him!
Now front it!
Slow now, let's not do anything rash.
Braćo, jeste mi dobri ono, aj malo se dogovorite ko će prvi, ko će drugi, ko će treći. Ne mogu da ih izbjegnem jer tako mentalski. Vidi ga ovaj mali džuska, šta džuskaš bre? Ovo mi je bila možda i najteža tuča do sad, sa 3 nebitna lika. Opa!
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
Oni
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Obstructing my investigation.
Vodi ih bre.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business. Come on.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Da, bukvalno kakav duo, što?
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow.
Znači, mali stvarno to radi. Prosipa blato ljudima ispred radnje da bi morali da
Let me think about
čiste cipele, srami bilo.
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
Sve za novčićan.
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Vidi, možemo i na njega akciju da upotrebimo, ali nije lepo. Ipak je dete, ima viziju. Platit ćemo mu.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Opa, mogu i ja da pregovaram, a?
It's not quite... I don't know... See? I knew we'd clinch it.
Izvoli.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort.
Kaka prevara.
Piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Svaka čast, Regis.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning the right thing to bribe them with.
Tako je, bukvalno. Mito je čudo. Stop, Mito.
Red door. One the boot black mentioned. Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, Dettlaff, I'm coming for you. A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Druže, pa da ja mogu to, tako bih i ja ušao. Ali svaka čast.
Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
Da, ovo je sigurno njegova gajba, čim se oliko ovih ptičica lepih, malih, crnih skupilo.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
Šta je s kućom, brad? Dettlaff je baš i psiholik. Aha, ovo je prodavnica igračaka. Šta se... aj pusti me, brad.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime. Somebody fixed this recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Slažem se. Nikad ne propuštajte priliku da uzmete nešto što vam treba. Molim lepo.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys. Attic, let's go.
Tavan, a?
So this is his nest. Need to look around.
Možda prestaneš da me guraš, molim te. Jesi mi dobar drug, prijatelj, sve, ali...
Dettlaff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay
znači on je zapravo pokušavao da spasi.
You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Dettlaff killed not of his own accord.
A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Sad mi malo čudno kako je ovaj to rekao. Kao da je on napisao pismo i plentao ga. Podmetnuo.
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will.
I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Dettlaff grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side. Dettlaff's anger could frighten anyone off, though most who see it get no chance to flee.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing?
And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans.
Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
A, brate, može, ipak mora da može da se napusti.
Even if Renawed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
Druže, vidimo, ubija lik redom, ne pita ništa.
That's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills, for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Baš mi smetaš, brate.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really?
Aha, evo su spiskovi.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Čijemo dve stvarčice, a?
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
No.
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Ajde.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Dettlaff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Dettlaff's innocence, clearly.
Šta bih rekao na ovo? Mnogo mi je nekako sumnjivo što mi kao odjednom nalazimo tu pismo i spisak ljudi, mora ubiješ tog i tog i tog i tog. Ali opet, od početka verujem da nije loš lik. Posebno kad smo odgledali onaj kao mali filmić, memoriju njegovu. Tako da ćemo da idemo sa... Da.
Actually it is. Dettlaff's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Dettlaff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Dettlaff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Dettlaff and I both.
Okej. E sad, šta reći, brate, Vojvotkinji, našoj dragoj? Kako sklopiti njoj priču koja će da pije vodu? Pošto sad nećemo više ne jurimo zverinu, nego hoćemo da joj pomognemo. Au, ja stvarno moram pešačima ovo sve, a? Dobro, malo se rade noge. Aj kad smo već tu. I kako izgleda moćno ovo, a? Gdje je maskica, Mica? Aja. I čekaj, šta sad imam ovdje? Znači kad god ubijemo nekoga dobijemo vitalnost nazad, to jest life. Svaka čast. I sve ovdje može da se... Dobro, samo nekako izgleda ovako. Izgleda baš dobro, iskreno. Baš dobro izgleda, ovo je za kuću, vrh. Samo malo. Teša mutna steel sword. Topčider. Izvini, brate moj, uopšte te nisam primetio tu. Samo sam teo da vidim kako mi stoji moja nova odeća. Ček. Zaboravio sam sklonim masku. Smiri se. Imam fast travel. Možda možemo fast travel. Ovo je idealno za onaj armor stand koji imamo gajbi u Corvo Biancu. Šteta, taman krene muzika i odmah stane. Prelep dvorac, iskreno. Mislim da mu dam neki zlatnik. Aha, tu si.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
Daj.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Ne lupaj, molim te, druže.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Uf. Idemo s istinom.
More serious than we thought. The beast, I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you returned with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher?
Au, čelavi, veruj mi, obračunat ćemo se ti ja uskoro.
Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Važi.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Iskreno, volao bi da ga pustim.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Pa nisu.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What then do you intend to do?
Volio bi da se sklone ovaj lik, ne želim da pričam s njim uopšte.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free.
Ne,
Or wait
polako.
until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Ajde, idemo prvo s ovim.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right.
Hvala lepo. Konačno
Do you
neko da me
know
podrži.
anything about the blackmailer?
Ništa ne
Not
znam.
one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
Aha, to je neki lik koji je
In Tucson,
glavni sa vinom, a?
wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Estest, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Retour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
Važi.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table.
Oho, znači neko iz kraljevske
Perhaps some
porodice, a?
Somreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sonreal, it is Sonreal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
Možda i bude dobro ako ona krene, zato što
I
ona je
hope you
glavna,
do not
druže.
suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous.
Samo ti nemoj da mi
The Witcher
kreneš.
should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt.
Ladno ide ovaj lik.
We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your grace.
Yes, your grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Ajmo, idemo.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Či mora malo da se obuče, vidio je kao da je Tris sad, a ne Anna Henrietta. Mada iskreno više mi se sviđa ovako nego onako. Znači neko iz royalne porodice. A da opet, koliko sam skapirao, ona je sama. Nema ni muža, nema nikog.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Ajde, pritite još pitanja, pošto mi ništa ne verujete. Kad bi vi znali koga mi vozimo, braćo moja. Ovdje će se sigurno nešto desiti, čim nam igrica daje da...
Take it easy. We must help! Stay back, your grace. We shall see to this. Help! Save us!
Siđi bre.
You beast! Be gone! Help! Save us!
Preslab si, Damjane, skloni se.
Back, you beast! Be gone! Help!
It's done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Thank you. You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Nema na čemu.
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in old Toussaint. An old master of the winemaking trade.
Aha, stigli smo vjerojatno to.
Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Evo ga.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed?
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
And who are you, sir, to speak to me this way?
Stvarno, izvini,
This is
čičice, ali...
Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Hvala lepo.
Talk about Saint-Réal.
I am at your service.
The Saint-Réal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Saint-Réal.
The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one.
The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Saint-Réal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Znači ti si umešan, druže.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Saint-Réal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Saint-Réal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Nema zezanja sa mnom, Henrietta, a?
Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
No ointment could help. We shall wait here.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
No, sad ne smije niko da mi nešto kaže dok nabadam vazduh, dok sam s njom. A obično će se biju, svi vade mačeve.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Pardon, ljudi. How, he was 70 vintage?
Saint-Réal. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
...268, znači 69 je ovdje.
Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Evo ga.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Aha.
Full.
Ovo je puno. Fulj, ali ona to rekla fulj. Čujem opet. Udari. Neće se pušta mene.
Full. This one's full too.
Samo si preskočila ovaj koji je prazan. Nije, su puni.
Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonreal? Grab a tap with the hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Gdje to da nađem? Aha.
Barrel taps.
Ja ga ovamo. Dobro.
Got the taps.
Then get to work. Let's broach those barrels.
Ready.
Step aside.
Izvini.
So?
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good.
Dobro, znači nije taj. Mi da otvorimo sve, a? Aha!
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel.
Znači, našli smo...
The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Ajmo Fabricio šmekero, te vidimo sad. Sad ćeš dobiješ šamare.
Master Fabricio, I am very...
Stvarno dobiješ šamarlik.
But your grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Ti.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food.
Ko ti rekao sedneš, bre?
What is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything if you agree to show me mercy.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, your grace, you must forgive me.
Od početka je bio sumnjiv lik.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the Pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrin aristocrat at court.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. the kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel.
Opa, još jednu ćeš da prodaš,
I
aha?
prepared it, have it ready to deliver.
Moj ti.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge.
Slažem se. Idemo da dostavimo mi to.
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Ok, treba nam minut, taj minut znači da udaramo save ovdje. I tako je, ljudi, tako je bre, sljedeći put u sljedećoj epizodi nastavljamo ovu misiju. Nadam se da nećete morati dugo da čekate, ali dok budete čekali uživajte uz kanal Arena Esport i sve ono drugo što imate mogućnost da gledate. Hvala vam puno i vidimo se puno.